welcome students as we prepare for another episode of DC Graduates. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, and all that jazz. I am one of your teachers, your doctor recommended dose of nerdiness, aka your nerd today, Carlos Rodriguez. And as always, I am joined by my jolly elf, to my Saint Nick, my teacher in crime, Sly. Sly, how are you?
Well, I'm fabulous after that introduction.
Yeah,
That certainly pulled a chuckle out of me.
yeah.
We're here. We're in the winter holiday season. We're getting
Yeah.
festive and shit. And we're talking about a festive little film.
A festive little film about a merry little Batman. That's right. We're talking about 2023's Merry Little Batman. Uh, and now the interesting thing about this is a film that suffered a lot of the Zaslav of it. Also, this is a good portion, even though you can find this streaming somewhere. Fuck David
Uh-huh.
Zaslav,
Uh-huh.
because this
Indeed.
film, what's the other film that suffered as well? Coyote and Acme, which thankfully will be
Mhm.
released in 2026, and as well, Batgirl, all were on the
Uh-huh.
chopping block in one way, shape, or
Yep.
form because of tax breaks and stuff like that. Batgirl completely got the axe. We'll never see that movie, even though it was kind of done. And apparently, I don't care. Some people say it was good. Some people say it weren't. Just release it, dude. I don't care. I just want to see it.
I like lesbians.
Yeah. I like Brandon Fraser. You're telling me a movie with Brandon Fraser as a bad guy, Michael Keaton back as
Uh-huh.
Batman, Leslie
Uh-huh.
Jones, not Leslie Jones. Oh my god, what is her name? I apologize for the actor. Leslie Grace, who is
Okay.
playing Batgirl. So we have a Puerto Rican Batgirl. What are you telling me that? And what's
Hell
it?
yeah.
J.K. Simmons coming back as Commissioner Gordon? Come on, man. Come on, man.
J.K. Simmons, isn't that the guy from the hit film I'm Not Here,
Uh,
2017, with Sebastian Stan?
probably. I love that you went for that and not J. Jonah Jameson from all the Spider-Man movies.
Listen, listen.
Isn't he J. Jonah Jameson?
I watched that movie a lot in a very short period of time. J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, okay. The only other
Yeah.
weird one would be like, hey, doesn't he play that like kind of gay neo-Nazi in that jail show on HBO? Yes, Sly. In fact, he does. Yeah, it's my first introduction.
Listen, every time somebody mentions his name, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, the old guy from the 2017 film I'm Not Here." And everybody's like, "You mean the very famous prolific actor?"
Yeah, Academy Award winning actor J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movies across two different
You
universes.
know, sorry to that man, but, he's the guy
Uh,
from I'm Not Here. I don't know what to
fair.
tell him.
Fair. But yeah, that movie, yeah, suffered, I think, the most, unfortunately. That was the one that we'll never see. But this one kind of got saved by Amazon. So this streaming platform, I'll tell you ahead of time, is on Amazon Prime Video. You can check it out. And now has spawned because of the reception of this and how well it did last, was it 2 years ago? I think it was created in 2023 with the initial release, and then it finally came out last year. So with that being said,
Wow,
there.
I'm sorry, I'm going through his IMDb. This man is booked and blessed.
Oh, no, yeah, he is so worked. He has, like, such a State Farm ads. Sly, you ever seen a State Farm ad with him? Come on, man.
Apparently
Or
not.
Farmers Insurance, that's what it is. Uh, but yeah, this movie,
Commissioner Gordon in the 2017 Justice League.
yeah, yeah, which one day we'll have to cover, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
we said no live action.
We'll get desperate eventually, Sly. We're gonna find eventually, we're gonna run out. Hopefully not.
Hopefully,
Hopefully
we'll
not.
never get that
Yeah.
desperate.
But yeah, with that being said, this movie, like I said, got saved. It has now spawned a Amazon Prime TV series as a continuation of the exploits of this I think it's called Bat Fam. It is currently on Amazon
Oh,
Prime
okay,
Video.
yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah. So it did well enough to get that show. Which is it's good. But Amazon will do anything sometimes. It's like, oh hey, here's Vox Machina, the Mighty Nine, and Invincible, and the Boys. It's like, oh, this prime, like beautiful male, or Cape Crusader, and it's like this. It's like, okay.
Mhm.
Y'all Disney content? Okay.
And the Alex Rider 3-season TV show that was very good.
Alex Rider, Jesus Christ.
It
Yeah.
was very good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Don't start with me.
But like I said, this actually got saved. This is one of the early ones that got saved. Like I said, Acme versus Coyote is not going to come out till 2026, even though the movie's completely done. That got saved by online stuff, so thank God for that. But this is kind of the start of Warner Bros. Being like, hey, we don't want this on Max for whatever reason. Let's put it on other stuff. Some other
Because
people will pay
they're
for it.
dipshits.
It's so stupid. But this movie is directed by Mike Roth. It was written by Morgan Evans, Jace Ritchie, and Mike Roth. The studio, as always, is WB Animation with MGM distributing it under the Amazon umbrella. Stars Luke Wilson, Giannis Kebreb, James Cromwell.
Incredible performance from him.
Giannis did a great job. He really did.
Yeah.
He's so adorable in this.
Mhm.
David Hornsby, Dolph Adderman, Brian George, Teresa McLaughlin, Chris Sullivan, Reed Scott, Cynthia K. McWilliams, Michael Felding, and Natalie Palmadiers. Palmadiers? Palmadiers?
Amadeus?
Palmadiers, probably. That sounds good. Yeah. As
Oh,
mentioned, Amazon Prime is where you can find this film. Sly, hit us with this plot recap.
My first question to you, Carlos, would
Yes.
be, does this film have a plot? And apparently, this paragraph says it does. So, according to somebody somewhere, the plot of this is Damian Wayne is left alone at home with his while his father, Batman, goes out to help the Justice League on Christmas Eve, but ends up discovering a plot in Gotham to steal Christmas and take the chance to be a superhero like Batman. I wouldn't say that's what this movie is about, but sure, go
No.
off, King.
No, this movie is How Grinch Stole Christmas mixed with, well, Home Alone and Batman. That's it. And then we'll get to that in a moment. Sly, hit us with those comic book characters.
Well, there's Batman, of
Mhm.
course. It's a Batman film. There's Damian Wayne as Batman as well. You got Alfred, interesting choice. Joker, of course. Bane, weird pull, but okay. Poison Ivy, the Penguin, who excellent job, 10 out of 10. Mr. Freeze, Vicky Vale, and Commissioner Gordon, who doesn't believe in crime anymore.
Yeah, does it? They cleaned it up so well. That's also, this is
Crime
a
doesn't
Batman.
exist.
This is a Batman who's cleaned up crime and kind of basically retired, and I believe it. I will say that. That's my
Yeah.
controversial take for this movie
He's like,
compared
I
to The
am
Dark Knight
a
Rises.
father.
Yeah. Dark Knight Rises, like, again, this sounds horrible without context of knowing, like, reading years and years and years of Batman and how he just doubles down when people die around him. But, oh, my
Yeah.
childhood friend slash girlfriend slash somebody
Uh-huh.
else's actual girlfriend died. I must sulk for 8
Right.
years.
Literally.
What? You're not Batman? What the fuck do you mean? God damn that movie. That's one thing this movie does better. So,
Mhm.
moving on. This is bonus beautiful episode that we have here for the holiday season. We're gonna go right into the Andrea Romano roundup. Again, we shout out our voice director queen Andrea Romano. But this section, as I alluded to a minute ago, Home Alone plus How the Grinch Stole Christmas plus Batman equals Merry Little Batman. Sly.
I would also throw
Ooh,
in
what would you? Yeah, I was gonna say.
uh Dogman, the novels, and random pull Total Drama Island.
Yes. So that's where I saw that line. I've only seen like a few episodes because I think my niece had it on. So like I
Uh-huh.
was like, I don't really know what the show is. It was kind of funny though. I kind of get where you're coming from. I've seen clips. Um, but yeah, I would add that as well. I would add those to it because this movie, while I can enjoy a lot of it, and I think it helps that, if I'm
Mhm.
watching it with my kids, like it's a fun
Right. Yeah.
enough, just
You
turn your
have
brain off.
children.
Yeah. that I can enjoy it. And I've also something about the holiday season when it comes to like Christmas movies for me.
Mhm.
I'm I make fun of Tara for watching all the Lifetime movies and all the, Netflix and Amazon Prime
Hallmark,
movies, but like
Netflix,
all that
yeah.
stuff. But at the same time,
You're
I
watching
get it.
shit like this.
Yeah, exactly. And one of my listen, two of my favorite, no lie, three of my favorite Christmas movies that are not
Mhm,
like mainstream, like
mhm,
Die Hard or nothing like the holidays or
mhm,
Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. You can say
mhm.
that are Christmas Bounty, starring
Uh-huh,
Mike the Miz Mizanin from
okay,
WWE as a friend of the
incredible.
family of a dog the bounty hunter like family. I forget who the main protagonist is. This woman, I know all I know from her. I think she gave Selena Gomez her liver, her kidney, something like that. I forget what body part she
Mhm,
gave her, but they're best friends. So she's in this as this like school teacher after she was a bounty hunter for so long in New Jersey. Her New Jersey accent comes out a little bit every once in a while, and she falls back in love with typical like holiday stuff. But I only watch it because of like the Miss Mizana. It's
mhm.
so bad you can't find it anywhere to stream, so it's always hard to find.
My top 3 Christmas movies.
Yeah.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas,
Yes.
1966, the animated one.
Okay.
Perfect film. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
my family's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. We were turning on Lethal Weapon every single
Lethal Weapon
December.
is 100% a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm gonna throw out there Bridget Jones's Diary.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah. Yeah.
technically.
Technically, yeah.
Have I seen that film? No, but I love Pride and Prejudice.
So you love Colin Firth. That's what you love. You're like, I
Just
love
saying.
Colin Firth. Yeah, Jesus. Uh, I love that. Haven't seen that movie. No, it's in my top three though. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Once upon a time for a channel that no longer exists, we did a draft on Christmas movies, and it was
Uh-huh.
like a snake draft, and so I was trying to see what I could, like, steal from people or whatever, and so I, like, made a list. Also on that list was Gremlins,
Yeah,
which I
Gremlins
think I've
100%.
seen once, but I had a pool that I worked at that was we always said it was haunted by gremlins, like,
Oh.
every time things went missing, like, it was,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
genuinely something was going on in there, things got moved, disappeared, whatever. We always blamed it on the gremlins, so
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah, I would. The three movies I'm mentioning, like it's like you picked like good movies. Truly. Like legitimately good movies. What I'm picking, and they're not again my favorites per se, they're just like
Uh-huh.
ones that stick out to me so much. The other one is, and I did it with a friend of the show, Joe Mertens, over his Murder at Mertens podcast. We did this last year. I got drunk and we were talking about this movie. Santa Slay, which is a film that stars
A
uh
horror, like, slasher, right?
yes. So yes, it is
Uh-huh.
a horror slasher starring notoriously Jewish actor slash professional wrestler Bill Goldberg
Hell
as
yeah. As
as
Santa?
yes, Santa, as Santa.
Jewish Santa!
He's
Let's
Jewish
go!
Santa.
I fucking love
And that's like
it.
baseboard, like that's hilarious. That's
Uh-huh.
just so goddamn
Yeah,
funny.
iconic.
And he is hamming it up for the screen. There's so many one-liners. He's also the premise of that. He is Satan's son that lost a curling match to an angel, and he had to be good for 1,000 years. Sly, I'm telling you right now, you need
Okay,
to see this movie because it
I
is
need to see this
stupid.
film.
It is
Uh-huh.
hilarious, and the main like kid that they follow throughout this whole film, he's not. He's like 18 or whatever. He is constantly every time you see him has a different like Canadian like hockey team jersey, and we're not talking like we're like he has like the Nordiques at one point.
Uh-huh.
He's got like AAA like AHL teams like only in Canada. Like I watched this drunk with my friend Joey. He's like, "Is that a this jersey?" Like, "Yes, it is." And the next, is that this? Yeah, yes, it is. That you are
Uh-huh,
correct. And it's
uh-huh.
constantly changes throughout the film. Bill Goldberg met his wife on this film. She was a stunt actress who did a. He ends up fighting strippers at one point. Um,
Okay, okay.
and she fought him, and they they fell in love on the set. You know, they're married for so many years. They have a beautiful boy. He's in college. He's doing great in football. Uh, but yeah, this movie is so stupid and in poor taste. Now, caveat: it
Uh-huh.
is the mid 2000s, and me and Joe Mertens talked about this on that review. I'll have to share it under this, but
Please do drop a link to that so we can put it in
the
the
R word gets
description.
thrown around a lot, a lot.
Okay.
The R word and the F
Uh-huh.
word it
Yeah.
is
Oof.
prime
That's rough.
2003 2004, and it's rated R.
I
So
will say also shout out on the note of the like Lifetime Hallmark
mhm.
Netflix Christmas movies. The 2019 film Noelle with Anna Kendrick, also featuring Shaylee Mansfield, my beloved. That
I
kid's
did
so
see that.
cute.
I did
It's
see
a
that
very
because
fun one.
yeah, it was
Mhm.
a fun one. That's like the first movie that Disney Plus released. They were like, "This is it. This is our
Yeah.
opening salvo for this app." And no, it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. My
It's
third
a
one
good
is
one.
I'm gonna mention is Krampus. That is legitimately a good movie. I think
Mhm.
that's a fun
Krampus
movie.
is a good one.
Um,
Classic.
but that this movie is missing something that those films, I would say, aren't. And
Heart?
there's like like heart. Yeah, it is heart. Yeah, for the most part. Some of the performances are very funny, especially when you just take it out of context, right? Like seeing
Mhm,
a Bruce Wayne that is a doting father is it's jarring at
mhm.
first because
A little bit, yeah.
he loves
I
his kid.
am haunting that fucking bad dad Bruce Wayne tag on AO3. Like, a fic hates to see me coming with that tag.
Dude, but he loves Damien so much, and he's just constantly
Mhm.
talking. And he did the tape if case Batman dies. And he's sitting there, he's like, "Yeah, this is your body's changing," and he's going through all these things.
Uh-huh,
Also, wholeheartedly, they mentioned the fact that like, Damien's Talia's kid, and
uh-huh,
he loves him some Talia. Batman
uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
loves Talia in this. You can tell, like it's concrete. There's nobody else.
Can we also talk about how this stupid little film is the closest we get to actual, like, Damian Wayne representation? Like, we
Yeah,
have a brown kid as Damian?
yeah,
Finally!
yeah.
That
Finally, not
that
only
Chinese,
acting, like,
Arabic,
yeah,
Jewish kid, like, needs to exist, and this is the closest we get,
yeah. Shout out to acting, like
unfortunately.
the choice of actor for it, and the design behind them too. Like this movie is very strange, right? You could tell that they love Batman and they are trying to have fun. Now it doesn't hit for like I
Mhm,
think it hits for like a younger audience, but for an older audience, I think certain things hit. Like the use of the villains is really strange that we have here. We have
mhm,
Joker,
yeah,
Bane, and the Bane we have is basically the Bane that we have from Batman and Robin, like the Joel Schumacher
mhm,
film. Because the same
yeah,
thing with Ivy. Ivy's older. She has gray hair, and
uh-huh.
she's portrayed basically as the Uma Thurman, like Poison Ivy that we saw in that film. Mr.
We
Freeze,
love Uma Thurman.
yeah, Mr. Freeze talks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like from Batman and Robin as well. And then Penguin makes a joke at one point about he's like, I did it, my father threw me, in my bassinet in the river or whatever. Like that's the origins of Batman Returns Penguin. Like all this
Uh-huh.
stuff that they mentioning are like Joel Schumacher and what's the name? Oh my god. Why is it killing me? Who directed 1989 Batman
Oh, fuck,
and
what's
Nightmare
his
Before
name?
Christmas, and why can't I think of his name? Tim Burton.
Tim
Yeah.
Burton. There
Yeah,
we
Tim
go, yeah.
Burton and Joe Schumacher era of the
Yeah,
90s
uh-huh.
Batman films, and this is like these are people who grew up with this film like I did, and then decided to, for whatever reason,
Make this.
make this, and like I'm interested to see how the series works. I know looking ahead,
Mhm,
I think we talked about this when I kind of brought this. I was like, oh well, this kind of works out for the holiday season, and I saw that, Ra's al Ghul's in the series and stuff. Like, what is like, what are the jokes in that? Like, is it because there's going to be a series? Are we going to flesh that out more, or like, are we going to put a little more heart into it? Because it wants to be there.
I don't know.
Like James Cromwell had at
It
one point.
wants to, yeah.
Yeah, James Cromwell has a really. I think I had a note here about like said about Alfred. Every Alfred is always just perfect. Yeah, why is every Alfred the best? And that's when he's, like, trying to calm him
I
down.
wasn't a fan of this Alfred, to be honest.
He's too old. Like, he's too again, I think the idea is we're supposed to think that he is the Michael Go, like Alfred from the
Yeah,
Joel Schumacher era, so he would look this very feeble.
yeah.
This doesn't hit for a lot of things, but he does have he's the only one who gets, like, a heartfelt, emotional thing to say, and, of course, it's Alfred, so it works better.
Right.
Um, it and the whole beginning of the film is basically just Home Alone. It
Mhm.
really it's like a
Yeah.
truncated Home Alone. It's just instead of traps, it's Damien in the Batcave just whooping
Existing.
ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, also Damien Thomas Wayne. We get his middle name, which
Yes.
I teared up immediately. I was like, "Of
Damien
course."
Thomas.
Uh,
Of course, you know, Talia did not name him that.
oh, no. No, no. Oh, speaking of Talia, 'cause I haven't noticed that, well, this is a perfect time to bring this up. If Bruce's Talia tattoo,
Uh-huh.
did you notice that?
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, this guy loves Talia." He's like,
Down bad.
yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Every other one was like, I don't know, maybe he might like her, but like that was a weird moment. He's
Mhm.
like, no, 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 I did this.
Mhm.
We made a
Yeah.
baby. Like she didn't have to course
We
me. Yeah,
fucked.
yeah. Um, yeah, it's just very weird. This is a good moment too. We can just talk about the film overall. What were your thoughts of like? What were your thoughts on Luke Wilson as Bruce Wayne Batman?
Voice performance, very good. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. He really plays again into the earnest, loving, doting father role, and the way he plays with the Bruce versus the Batman
yeah,
is very fun. Overall, the movie, I think the biggest problem is this humor has
mm,
never been for me. Like, even when I was at the demographic that would read that kind of book, like, a Captain Underpants, a Dog Man,
yeah,
like, Dork Diaries, like, that kind of humor never was for me. I didn't really get it, like,
mm,
it never clicked, and so I think that was definitely a barrier here, like, just knowing that I understand what they are going for, and what they are going for, I think they are doing well, but it is
yeah,
not clicking and resonating with me at any level, and that's okay. Again, like we say often, not everything is for everyone,
yeah.
and
True.
that can be okay. Also, I was watching this alone in the middle of the night like a loser and not with any children around. So, you know, that significantly, I think decreases the enjoyment. I feel
Yeah,
like so much of the fun of this film is the adults being able to go, "Oh, that's a
yeah,
reference to this old thing I like," and also seeing the kids have a blast. Like, it's one of those things that I think you need to experience the joy through
yeah.
a child's eyes.
Yeah, it's definitely like there's a lot of, let's say, DreamWorks, right? They'll have like a hit
Uh,
movie like The Bad Guys or something like that, or Minions or whatever. And they will release like a Christmas thing around this time, like to extra animation. It
mhm,
doesn't look as great as like, and usually
yeah,
there's those movies not amazing. Kids tend to like them,
mhm.
and like every once in a while you find like a diamond in the rough, like the How to Train Your Dragon one. I think it's really well done if you ever get a chance to see
Giving
that one.
the Star Wars holiday
Yeah,
special.
something like that. Yeah, it's just definitely let's capitalize on this like big IP and Christmas, and let's
Uh-huh.
bump it together real quick. Um, it,
Bumpin' Uglies.
yeah, just like Bruce was with Talia. Um,
Exactly.
but this, yeah, I don't know. I think for me, a big thing that made me excited to put it on the list in general, and like trying to kind of, I was like, oh, Christmas is a perfect time. I
Mhm.
do like the art style. What are your thoughts on the art style of this
Ooh,
film?
it is cool. It's weird.
It is weird.
Not my favorite, but I respect what they're going for.
Yeah.
I think they had a very clear vision. Again, it's very much in that, like, uh, total drama art style, really funky body proportions, really bright, fun, vibrant colors. It works for what they're going for. Is it my favorite art style? Mm, not particularly.
Yeah, it feels like, especially when you factor in humor, it feels like Mad comic, like Mad magazine
Yes,
via
yes,
Dogman. Yeah,
100%.
so that's what
Uh-huh,
it feels like. Like somebody grew up reading, like my age, grew up reading Mad magazine like I did,
uh-huh,
watch these movies, and just like let's take the piss out of this for a little bit. Let's have some
mhm,
fun and let's throw like
yeah,
random movies. I wish there was like a little more time to bake. This was almost one of those things of like, hey, we talked about it earlier, with like this not
mhm,
surviving like the max purge of
right,
stuff, right? I get it. When you watch the film, you're like,
uh-huh,
I get it why it was not on HBO Max. But at the same time,
uh-huh,
you have this platform, dude. Just release it, dude. Like, what's the literally worst thing you happen? Somebody watches it once
yeah,
and never watches it again, and what it takes up space on your like Amazon workspace drive that for Warner Brothers
mhm,
or HBO Max. Fuck yourself.
yeah,
Who cares, dude? Like, this doesn't offend
yeah.
anyone. No one ever has to watch this again. I watched it again because we like to torture ourselves. I don't know if I would do it
It's kinda
again
the
like a
whole
third
conceit
time.
of the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I like not everything has to be high art,
yeah,
and this isn't high art, but it achieves what it is going for, and
yeah.
I think that's, like, most respectful thing I can say about this, like, it had a vision, it set out to accomplish that vision, and it did so quite remarkably.
Yeah,
I feel like they nailed exactly what they were going for, and what more can you ask for a film?
that's true. That's very true. And I think too, another thing when talking about the animation, I think it really works for me because I'm a kid that grew up with Mad
Yeah.
Magazine and like Mad
Uh-huh.
TV and stuff like that. And they would have segments like Spy versus Spy and stuff like that, kind of keeping up the tradition of like the art that you would see in those magazines. And it's like just weird, gross art. And like that's kind of what you
Yeah.
get here. There was a sequence with the black and white when Danny's kind of having like a little mental breakdown. He's running around. I thought that was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
But like
Yeah.
otherwise, I agree with you. Like if someone doesn't like it, I think it's something you have to respect because we have
Yeah.
so many films that kind of look the same. Even
Mhm.
when like the Tomorrowverse looks different than the DCAMU, but at the same time they have very
The entirety of the DCAMU looks the exact same.
exactly right. So like to have a movie look so drastically different, animated differently, and have a different tone than anything we've seen before, I gotta give its props.
Mhm.
It could have in a day and age where like so much of our animated films look so similar, whether they're 3D or not.
Mhm.
Now we're starting to get into a time around the 2023. We're getting to a time frame where we're seeing Spider Verse, Puss in Boots,
Yeah.
back the second Puss in Boots movie. We're seeing
Mhm.
Mitchell's versus the Machines, K-pop Demon Hunters, like all these films just do something completely different with their animation, and even if it's, like, similar, like K-pop Demon Hunters, it looks like it's, like, filmed on 2s similar to Spider-Verse and, like, just to give some of that wonky
Mhm.
style. At the same tone, it doesn't look the same. Like, you could tell,
Mhm.
like, the studio has a mandate, like, "You do whatever you want, man. I don't care anymore." Like, not
Right.
everything needs to look Disney or DreamWorks,
Yeah.
you know? Stuff could look different, and that's okay. It might not hit, but let's be different because it's just
Mhm.
you get saturated with everything. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on. I wanted to touch upon an important question that popped in my head, and something that always comes around the holidays, especially when you
Uh-huh.
evoke one of the greatest Christmas movies ever, Home Alone. We
Uh-huh.
have Damian Wayne, and the question always
Uh-huh.
is, in most times, with prep time, Kevin McAllister versus whoever. Jigsaw, I've heard
Right.
before, Batman, of course, all these other people.
Uh-huh.
The Predator. Yeah. Like, we've heard these online. But this poses a new like ripple in that question.
Mhm.
Kevin McAllister versus Damian Thomas Wayne. Who wins, Sly?
First of all, I just wanna set the record. Kevin McAllister versus Batman, any Batman, Kevin McAllister's winning. However, Kevin McAllister versus Damian Thomas Wayne,
Yeah.
I think Damian Thomas Wayne is taking this one.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell this Damien was raised straight up with Batman from jump, so he has
Uh-huh.
no League of
Yeah.
Assassins training. But
He has the chaos energy.
yeah,
And I think that's what, Bruce is missing. He is a meticulous planner, but once the plan goes out the window, there's only so much you can do.
yeah,
It's the tism. It's too rigid a thinking
yeah,
going on up in that noggin. Kevin McAllister embraces the chaos a little bit. However, what he doesn't have is the chaos meets being raised by the Batman.
yeah, yeah. Because constantly Damien is thrown for a loop in this film, and he really rises to the occasion every time. Even to the point like
Yeah.
when Bruce is like overprotecting him during the fight with all the villains, and he gets
Uh-huh.
hit by Joker, and Damien's like, "I got this, Dad." Like,
Right.
he's like,
Yeah.
"No, you're
Knock it
just."
off.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm not only your kid, I'm your kid, dude." And like
Yeah.
that's a shining endorsement. Now, could you imagine Kevin
Mhm.
McAllister versus canon Damian Wayne? That's scary.
Well,
He's dying.
Damien's just gonna stab him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna bleed out and die.
yeah, yeah. Any
That's
of
not
the
like
Robins?
a battle of the minds.
Yeah,
That's a battle of a mind versus a sword.
yeah. I could see Kevin beating Batman. I don't know if I could see Kevin beating any of the Robins. Any of them.
Uh-huh.
Maybe, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Stephanie, but like, I don't think. I
Not my
don't.
girl.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't think he's beating Tim. He's definitely not beating Jason or Damien, and he might get a good couple licks in on Dick. But like, other than that, he's not gonna do anything crazy. You know what I mean?
We are forgetting that Steph's father is literally a
Shit.
supervillain.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn. No, I'm
She
not
grew
giving
up
her
in
enough
the
credit.
house of a supervillain.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Shit. I'm not giving her enough credit. Actually, and she did pull
No,
off that
you
whole
are not.
mob coup. It
Yep.
didn't go. It didn't go well at the
Yes, she
very
did.
end, but she
No,
did
but
plan
she
it.
pulled it off.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Uh, with that, we both agree. Daniel Thomas Wayne, clear winner in this
Yeah,
fight. So,
absolutely.
any notes you want to touch upon on this holiday film?
We haven't talked about the plot of this film at all, but that's fine. I think I've said almost all of my notes,
No.
unfortunately. Oh, shout out Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Um, at one point I said, "Why is this so sad, Carlos? Why are you doing this to me?" There was a lot of emotions, a lot of
Uh-huh.
feelings happening about a third of the way through, and I was feeling them.
Yeah.
Again, it was like 1 a.m. It's fine. And then I fell asleep in the middle of it and had to finish the rest of it after work today.
That's what we
Yeah,
do
no,
for
I
you.
mean, it's great. The utility belt, I definitely thought it was gonna be a full costume.
Yeah.
Close enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest problem with this film is uh, I have complicated feelings about parental relationships and children's media and what it implies. And I feel like they're really trying to apply that it's okay if parents mess up, which, like, yes, it is okay if parents mess up. But
Mhm.
also, like, if your parent is being overbearing, it's because they're being silly and ridiculous, and you are actually capable of doing the dangerous things and not like maybe parents have dumb rules so you don't end up dead in a ditch.
Yeah. Ye Yeah, God forbid this Bruce had a Jason, like, we don't know, and
Right.
this could be the reason why he's so protective of Damien, you know, like, if there's a
Uh-huh. We
Damien,
don't explore that at
there
all.
could be a Jason out there, and that's the case.
Uh-huh.
He went crazy, that's why he child-proofed Gotham, which is one of my notes.
Yeah, the
Batman
entire
essentially
city.
child-proofed Gotham, yeah, because
Uh-huh.
slowly but surely, without him there, and like chaos just starts going about it goes back to like Gotham.
Uh-huh.
Like it goes
Yeah,
back.
crime does still exist. I hate to break it to
Yeah.
you.
We mentioned the Talia tattoo. For me, I said this broke canon a little bit. I was like, Damien wouldn't eat blood sausage. He's vegan.
Yeah, my boy would never. The only time Damien is eating meat, animal products,
Yeah.
is, strictly during his time in the league, and it's because he is forced to by his very caring, loving, good parent mother.
As we covered in our AO3 episode. Yeah.
Did
Um,
I make you read the one where him and Jason go hunting in the mountains?
yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, alright, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
glad.
yeah. Yeah. We definitely covered that one. Yeah. Because he was like mute for the most part until he wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, so that was one of the things. There's like little like subtle little DC jokes or like little funny jabs in there. And one of the things Alfred yells at he's yelling at Damien. He's like, no cows at the
Uh-huh,
table because he has a makeshift cow he made. So Damien takes it off. But for a split second, if you're not paying attention, you miss it. Bruce goes and touches his face to make sure
uh-huh.
he's not wearing the cow and not piss
Yeah.
off Alfred. And I was like, that is hilarious, dude. And it's just so subtle. He just like touches his face for a second. It's like, wait,
Uh-huh,
do I have
just
it?
like,
No.
yep, uh-huh,
Mind you, he hasn't been Batman for they say Damien's 8,
like
so
a
like 8 years.
decade.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
still like, oh shit, I don't want to piss off my dad, dude. That's also how intertwined he still is with Batman. Again, he's like, oh shit,
Oh,
did
yeah,
I?
yeah. Whoops.
Um, there's a Wonder Twin joke that I thought was really funny. Uh
Mhm.
this one. Selena is the name of the cat.
Yes.
Who the
Yes,
fuck named the cat?
it is! Bruce, obviously.
Yeah.
Damien doesn't know who Selena is.
Yeah, right? There's no way. Oh my
Yeah, the
god.
first time that chase sequence happened, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
I was like, "Are you pretending she's Catwoman?" Like, that's hilarious. And it was like, "Wait,
That
Selena."
yeah,
I was like, "Oh wait, that's the cat's name is Selena." Like, that's hilarious.
that's a little fucked
Yeah, that
up.
did. Yeah,
Just saying.
if Batman named the cat, so many negative
Uh-huh.
connotations. If Damien
Uh-huh.
named the cat, it's adorable. Like, it's cute. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, this is one of your villains. This is adorable. I will name it after." Okay, sure. Um, what happened? Oh, I was
Villains.
of course, Damien made a flamethrower when he took out the goons.
Oh, yeah.
I love how Joker's like impressed. He's like, "Oh, that was really good form."
Uh-huh. Joker is very impressed with all of the, shenanigans technology.
Yeah, yeah, he really does love it. Oh, I noticed this because I'm a fucking uber nerd. Of course, that's why we do DC graduates. But
Uh-huh.
the bat suits that we see are the OG
Uh-huh.
black and white movie serial. That's why he has the wonky
Uh-huh.
ears. We see
Yeah.
Adam West's Batman suit, and
Yes.
then Val Kilmer's because he has the nipples.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
then, which Damien, when he says it, he goes, "Oh, that leaves nothing to the imagination." What a great line.
Iconic.
Oh my god. I love Baby Damien with his like just little swoop of hair
Mhm.
and like a little bald and him
Little poof.
climbing. And Bruce is like, ah, he's just Bruce doting father after like the initial shock of it was adorable, just constantly worried about
Yeah.
him. Um Also because I'm a nerd, I figured out Damien's birthday, which I think is August 20th.
Okay.
Because they said it's like, oh, my
I like that
birthday is
fact.
like something something 4 days ago. I was like, wait, if it's Christmas Eve, so it was like 4 days. I
Mhm.
literally did the math. This is what I was doing at 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. I was doing
Hell
this math.
yeah.
It's stupid.
I
Um,
was like, I thought I knew when Jason's birthday was, and then I realized that was his death day.
uh,
Even worse.
that's way worse.
April
Fuck.
16th,
Yeah,
baby!
that's sadder.
Why do I know that?
It's not good. That's why we do the
Carlos,
show. That's why we do
why
this
do I
show.
know that?
That's why we do this show. Um, I said I love the mom is the supervillain line, which we will cover in drama class in a moment.
Uh-huh.
And then the storyboards are really cool. They really like the storyboards. They really just took that to heart and animated that, which was
Mhm.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we are moving on to drama class. We have one line, one little quote here, because I just thought it was hilarious. Who would you like to be? We have three characters
I
to
would
choose
like
from.
to be Damien and Alfred,
Okay.
please.
All right. And this is, mind you, Damien has arrested Joker and he wants him to celebrate Christmas with them at the diner.
Mhm.
Which that's
Yep.
another deep cut, by the way. He's celebrating the diner is the diner that well, this is and this one's Big Belly Burger. But typically, especially for New Year's Eve, Gordon and Batman meet together for a cup of coffee every year, which is like
Mhm.
a very cool Easter egg.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
Um, I have a very different, fanfic connotation with that burger.
Okay. That's that's for another bonus episode down the line.
Listen, okay, in my defense, there's that one scene, I'm pretty sure it's canon, where Jason takes a kid to get ice cream after rescuing him from a fire escape with camera, um, and it's, like, Tim or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, you're making a
No,
face that
no,
makes
no, no.
me
I
think
think I
it's
know what you're
not
talking
canon.
about. Yeah. No, I
Okay,
don't know.
and
Yeah.
then, like, whatever later, I don't know if Jason actually puts it together in canon, but in fanfic, he does usually at some point, like, post like, if they're going the Pit Madness route, like, post that wearing off and him being like, "Oh shit, like, you were that, like, tiny little shrimp I rescued from the fire escape that one time, and then we went and got ice cream," and then they go and get, like, burgers and ice cream to
I love that. Okay.
reminisce on childhood.
Gotcha.
Okay, sorry, that was a
I
tangent that was
no,
not
I
necessary.
thought it was where it was a Batman slash Gordon fanfic.
Oh, no, those are also good.
I
Do you want some Gordon/Batman fan fiction? I can
may,
send you some.
maybe for our bonus episode when we do AO3
Okay,
times two.
okay, and then I have to get you some Super Bat as well, 'cause, I've converted you to the Super Bat train.
Yeah, that makes sense. That really makes sense. That's easy to I can see that.
It's like one of the classic ships, like, I put,
Yeah.
like, Spurk and Super Bat in, like, the same
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
echelon.
Oh yeah, so anyways, in this scene, again, Damien is trying to convince Bruce to let Joker come for Christmas because that's all he wanted. That's the whole plot of this movie
Uh-huh,
is that Joker wanted to live like the old days, and that's why he got all the villains back together because it's fun spreading Christmas mischief
mhm,
with his friends, which was like
yeah,
surprisingly heartfelt.
friendship.
Yeah. um, so yeah, I'll be Bruce. Damien, Joker is a villain.
Mom is the villain.
Well, she's complicated.
She's a complicated villain.
And I love that Batman immediately is like, don't do
Don't fucking start with me, Alfred.
that. That was a great line. That got me because it also it's
Yeah,
hard
it was a good one.
to convey it because Batman like trails off for a second, like thinking about
Mhm,
Talia. Like
yeah.
he is head over heels over this lady.
He's down
She's a
bad.
terrorist, like a full blown
Yeah.
terrorist. And he's like, yeah, no, I'll risk it all, man.
Mhm.
All right, so we're moving on to review time, where we each pick a review. We have contrasting
Mhm.
reviews. Do you?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't get the person who wrote mine. You want to read mine and I read yours?
okay.
All right.
Alright. 1 out of 10 stars. Says, "Good animation style, but horrible message." So the message of the animation is that eight-year-old son of Batman was right, and he was ready to fight crime with his father, 3 exclamation marks. And how come he became ready in the eyes of his father despite the fact that he's only 8 years old, question mark? The answer is simple. He already learned how to fight like his father. And despite his age and his body size, he could fight hand in hand with not only one, but with four best with the 4 best, strongest enemies of Batman! 3 exclamation marks. Really? Question mark, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation mark. That little brat can punch Bane, kick Joker, poison Ivy, and the Penguin at the same time.
Yeah.
4 exclamation marks. Yeah, right, exclamation mark. How about the ending would be like, colon, the boy understands that he is still too young, and although he learned some important lessons throughout the journey, he still needs to work for many years and got mature. 3 exclamation marks. But all caps, no! Instead, he is fully ready to fight beside his father! Exclamation mark! He doesn't need any improvement. Very nice message for capitals spoiled new generation of kids, or let's say spoils them more. Dot dot dot. I know this is an animation, therefore it is fantasy.
Therefore, it
But
is.
any fantasy that is unrooted from the truth would be a nonsense. Come on, three exclamation marks. That 8-year-old kid has stopped the punch of Bane with his bare sorry, with his hands. Three exclamation marks.
That's where that dude's brain broke. It was like, Bane, no, sorry, done. No, thank you. Fucking fuck this movie. That's what that dude went. Also, I
Yeah.
don't. All right,
Mhm,
this is a difficult thing
mhm.
because I get it. I get where he's coming from, but
Yeah.
we know
Uh-huh.
canon and non-canon Damian Wayne can do all this for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Damien can throw hands.
yeah.
He's
So
like a 6-year-old, like, fucking prodigy assassin. What do you
yeah,
want from him?
that's not the part where that broke my brain in this. Is that
Yeah.
he's young and doing this. Like, no, he's Damian Wayne. He's
Yeah,
Talia
he's
and Bruce
Damian
Wayne's kid.
motherfucking Al Ghul Wayne.
Yeah, like when you his fucking grandfather is
Eden
like,
Al-Shafat or whatever, son
yeah,
of the bat.
yeah, he's that good. Like no matter what, like this
Mhm.
makes sense. Also, Dick Grayson most times 10, 11 when he
Yeah,
becomes Robin, so he's not that far off.
yeah, mhm.
So it's
Is
not.
he really that old? I thought he was, like, 8.
Well, Damien's 8 in this. I think Dick typically I think they aged him up now. I think he's supposed to be like 10,
Okay,
11 when he
like 10,
turns.
11. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause that's more acceptable to see your parents die in front of your eyes,
yeah,
11 years old.
yeah. All right. This one is a 2 out of 10 from Mr. Bricks dash 21134. Horrible animations. So it's kind of like a Batman movie, but it's actually not. It's kind of like a Christmas movie, but it's not. The animations are horrible. The storyline is thin. The characters we all know and love are butchered and look as if they were put through a ringer. It absolutely does not deserve the DC seal of approval. Okay, the voice acting is not all that bad, and there is some humor in it, but overall, it's a sorry excuse for either Batman or a Christmas movie. If you're a Bat fan, steer clear of this one because it will only make you angry. There's a lot of great animated Batman movies. They tried something new for this one, and it clearly failed. Not a not a horrible take. A rare, not horrible
Yeah,
take.
here's the thing, is this one made me laugh because the level of resignation I could
Yeah,
feel wafting off the screen.
yeah,
This person was so fed up and they were like, "I guess the voice acting was good,
yeah.
but what the fuck was it?"
Because it's true. It's not a Christmas movie in the
Very
traditional sense.
stylized.
Yeah, it's very
It's not a
stylized.
Christmas movie, it's not a Batman movie.
Yeah,
They're right. They were also just really resigned about it, and it made me
exactly.
giggle.
Yeah, that got me. I thought that was hilarious. All right, now we're going into Homeroom Sly. What are your final thoughts on
Mhm.
2023's Merry Little Batman?
That was the film I watched, and it's
Mm,
all your fault.
yep, yep. I tend
I
to do
didn't
this to
put this
people.
on a spreadsheet, you did.
I did. Yeah,
You
and it's
did
always
this
Christmas
to us.
movies that I do that with, like just
Uh-huh,
horrible Christmas movies that
yeah,
make people watch. I don't know why. I'm a
mhm,
masochist that way.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I had a great time.
Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, we've seen worse. We have seen
I've
worse.
seen much worse.
Yeah,
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 that is
yeah.
an absolute fact.
This is the one of those films where like I when I watched it with the kids last year, we enjoyed it. We had a good time. They laughed. It was something fun to put on while we're drinking hot cocoa and just chilling.
Mhm.
Um, will I see it again after the second view? Probably never. We'll
You're
eventually have
done.
to cover Bat Fam down the line, but like not
You
anytime soon.
keep making these grand plans.
Hey, listen, it's content, man. We gotta do it for the content.
Content.
Um,
Shout out to Ian Preschel, who's still lives on in our hearts, through the way I pronounce content.
content. Um, yeah, and like again, the last review we read too, especially not that it's a very thin storyline. The voice acting is kind of fun. Seeing Batman as a doting father is cute. It's really fun. I think Luke Wilson does a pretty good job as Batman. This is the
Mhm,
closest again we've gotten, not only actor but character design wise to what Damien's supposed to
mhm.
look like. The fact that he has brown skin
Correct.
is amazing.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Brown Damien should
yeah,
not be revolutionary, but
yeah.
here we are.
Here we are. And the first movie that does it, this one.
Uh,
This movie is the
yeah.
one that does it.
At
Um,
least we got one.
yeah, it's
Got
true.
one.
And there's some adorable things that happen in this film, like you get little cutesy things, but like there's not enough to hold it up as a good Christmas movie.
Mhm.
It doesn't have heart. I think that's the only unfortunate
No.
thing. Like I think we could find
Where's
it
the
in like
Christmas
some of the stuff.
spirit?
Like Alfred, again,
Mhm,
Alfred's always good for that one line to make you be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. This is
mhm.
cute and this is like important." But it's Alfred. Of course he's going to do it. And I think the only thing that's frustrating is like again, when you put all this time and money to make something and then you see a company go like, we're not going to release it anyway. Like it's not good.
Mhm.
Don't dude, I've seen so
Yeah.
many.
Pay your actors, pay
Yeah.
your artists,
Yeah.
release cool shit.
Yeah. Now listen, this movie not amazing, but hey man, it didn't deserve to get axed
It
from
is
HBO
art.
Max. Yeah. Like you're just getting rid of shit just to get rid of shit for tax breaks again. And like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, you'll pay for part of our bill, Amazon? Sure. Amazon's like, fuck it, we'll take it. We need content. We'll take
Yeah.
anything. Hey, you got more of that? Really? All right, yeah, sure, we'll do more. Um, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see. But is this a movie we need to see ever again? No. Do you need to see it this holiday
No.
season? No. Maybe
Not
you want to. You
particularly.
literally got nothing else to watch, like Christmas Bounty
Yeah. Mhm.
or
Go
Santa's
watch
Sleigh.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, yeah, yeah. Definitely watch Lethal Weapon. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Or if you
So
want another
good.
Batman Christmas movie and you want to watch live
Mhm.
action, Batman Returns. Literally watch that. Catwoman's
Oh,
amazing
yep,
in that.
that yep,
Yeah, you get
and
Michelle
not
Pfeiffer.
a literal cat.
Yeah, not a little literal cat. Oh man, but that is it for this episode. Your homework for next week is Batman Ninja. It's gonna be interesting. It's another 3D animated film that we get into. Sly, where can people find you?
Carlos, I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I have 2 Storygraph challenges that I need to finish by the end of this year, which is the end of this month.
Oh, okay.
Um, and one of them I've had all year to do, and that's on
Mm,
me. That's my bad. I still have, like, 3 more books to do for that. It's fine. And then you know what I thought would be a brilliant idea?
what?
Tried to read 16 books this month.
16 books.
By the time this comes out, go check out how I'm doing on Storygraph and see how desperately I'm failing. You know who else is on Storygraph? We got
Yeah.
Tara, we got Carlos, we got me!
Yeah, we
Me's
got
on
him.
Storygraph.
We got her.
Go check out Zeranics on Storygraph
Yeah, if you want to see
and
all the unhinged shit
befriend
that
all of us.
she
Yeah,
reads, or my wife.
uh-huh.
Uh,
And me.
it's
All
gonna
3 of
yeah.
us are reading some fucked up shit, and it's a great time.
Don't scream Minotaur milking farm while I'm recording, man. Do not do that. Do not do that.
You've spoken it directly into the mic,
I have.
so,
She's usually asleep though when when I make jokes about her. She's not. She's proud of it now.
yeah, as she should be.
She should be. Yeah. Yeah. Me. I'm just reading a lot of One Piece and Joe Hill.
Mhm,
So, I mean,
mm,
that's what you'll see on my end. I should
yeah,
put Sunstone on there. I guess yeah, that should be on there.
yeah, you
There's
should.
my unhinged stuff that you you can read
Mhm.
on as well.
That's
Uh,
very hinged, I hate to break it to you.
exactly. As we have the peanut gallery screaming Minotaur milking farm. Yes, a book about
Hell yeah.
BDSM love story is
Did
very
she
tame.
read the rat romance I sent?
Oh, I had to remind her. I did just get her a Kindle too, so
Okay, please
I'll have to
do.
remind her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mhm. It's
she'll put
on
it on her
Kindle
tab.
Unlimited.
Oh, it's perfect. She'll download it right now. Don't worry. She's almost done the demon one that Fee told her about. So,
Hell yeah.
she's on the third one. Okay, that's your update right here. As well,
Hell
recording
yeah.
wise, it doesn't count. She should be done by the
Recording
time this
back.
airs. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, it's the
Where can people find
Ratatouille one.
you?
Yeah, Tara confirms she will read it. People can
Okay.
find me here. Again, you can find me on Storygrass at Nerd Day. But you can find me here, youtube.com/point of progress, where once this films or this comes out, we'll have a bunch of content. We have game awards, we have indie game awards as well. You probably see us freaking out to a bunch of stuff that's as of recording apparently might be teased or shown at the game awards. So we'll probably be freaking out about that stuff. And then soon it'll be our game of the year stuff we'll be posting, and you can see what our all our top 5 games of the year are. So that's gonna be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
But till next time, class is dismissed.
Bye.